Next, the fourth question you can read. So fourth question is actually a very simple question. So if you are having a basic knowledge also, you can answer it. So now they are saying that a particle of mass m moving on the x-axis as follows. It starts from rest. It starts from rest means somebody is zero. Can you tell me who is zero? Initial velocity is zero. At t is equals to zero. From the point x is equals to 0 and comes to rest at t is equals to 0 at the point x is equals to 1. Observe very carefully. If x at x is equals to 0, time t is equals to 0 and the initial velocity is also 0. Now, and comes to rest again after t is equals to 1. So means the body is traveling at 0 and again it is going, and again by coming to the t is equals to 1, finally it again came to rest. See that its initial position and final position both are same. So means in the sense of, if you notice it here, so it is already beginning also starting from rest, ending also came to rest. Means in the sense of, they are asking no other information is available about its motion at intermediate time. That is what 0 to 1 second. If alpha denotes the instantaneous acceleration of the particle, then is it alpha is positive or alpha is negative or alpha is remains constant? That is what they are asking. So now can anybody tell me what is the things? So the body, observe the question, body is starting from rest and again finally also came to rest. So means in the sense of, is it acceleration is constant or acceleration is keep on changing? That is what I want to know. Anybody? Yes, please. All of you. Respond, guys. So what is happening? See that, for example, I started from the rest and I started some distance. I don't know what distance I travel, but after time interval, when I started, my time interval is t is equals to 0. And when I reach it to the time is equals to 1, again I came to the rest. See that t is equals to 0 also I am rest. T is equals to 1 also I came to rest. But I traveled. So I traveled in the sense of, when I'm starting, definitely my acceleration is increasing. Is it yes or no? Everybody?
Yes,
Yes, please. And again, when I'm coming to rest means again my acceleration is what? When my acceleration is what? Decrease.
degree.
Zero.
Or no? Means initially acceleration is positive and then acceleration is what? Negative. So finally at t is equals to 1 second, I came to what? I came to what?
Yes, sir.
Rest. Understanding? So now, if you notice it, alpha value, alpha means acceleration here. So between 0 to 2 interval, they are giving different options. You can see the first, let us comes to the first one. Alpha is equals to 2 at any point in its path. So we cannot find it. How means there is no another information. Alpha must be greater than 4 at some point or point in its path. No information is given because no other extra information. And alpha cannot exceed 2 at any point in its path. So you cannot say anything. But if we notice it, some distance acceleration is positive and some other distance acceleration is what?
Negative.
Negative. So we can say, we can conclude that alpha cannot be remain positive for all the time
Negative.
or alpha cannot be remains negative for all the time intervals. Do you all understand, everybody? So it is not positive continuously till t equals to 0 to t equals to 1, and it is not continuously negative also. Yes, please. T equals to 1 to t is equals to 0 to t is equals to 1.
Zero.
You are understanding? So means in the sense of, some distance it is
Yes, sir.
positive, some distance it is negative. So is it completely positive or completely negative, or it is not constant? Everybody.
Not constant.
Not constant. So what is the first option you can read? Alpha cannot be remains positive. Why it cannot be remains positive, guys? We know that t equals to 0, it is at rest. And t equals to 1 also, it came to what? Rest only.
Rest.
Understand? So now, for example, say I will draw the graph. Now t is equals to 0 and t is equals to 1 here. T is equals to 1 here. So body t is equals to 0, it is in state of what? Rest or in motion? Rest. Correct. and it is started, it went somewhere, and finally when it comes to t equals to 1, again it came to what? Rest.
Rest.
So if it is going like this, we can say it is acceleration is positive. But when it is coming down again, acceleration is what? Negative. Understand? So that I cannot say whole journey is completely increasing acceleration, whole journey is completely decreasing acceleration. So if you are starting from rest, you need to raise the acceleration. You are coming to the rest, again you need to decrease the acceleration. So that is why, what is the correct option? Alpha cannot remains positive for all the time intervals between 0 to 1. Is it okay, everybody? Understood or not? Aswita?
Yes, sir.
Chali? That is what you have to remember. Next.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next question, if you want to solve, very simple. I will say you 2 points. All of you remember. Velocity time graph. Velocity time graph. The area under the graph will give you displacement. What will give you, everybody? If it is a velocity time graph, area under the graph will give you displacement. While teaching also I have taught you. Yes or no, everybody? Now, if
Yes,
you
sir.
have taken acceleration time graph, if it is the acceleration time graph, all of you remember, Mr. Murali, Rishi, the area under this graph will gives you velocity. What it will gives you,
Change in-
everybody? Change in velocity. Okay. So now they are asking, the particle starts from rest, its acceleration versus time graph is shown in the figure. Now the maximum speed of the particle will be, so we can find what? Finding the area under this. So what is the shape of this? Triangle. So which is equals to half into base is 11, height is 10. So which is equals to how much, guys? 5.
55.
So 55 meter per second. So what is the correct option? Option?
B.
Option B. Okay. Understood or not this one? Rudreshwa, Sai Karthik, Pradosh, no
Yes,
response
sir.
at all. Murali?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is what you have to remember it. Aswita, understood? Yes? No response. Okay. So next you remember. Sixth question is very important question. Your intelligence is very, very needed. So all of you, you read the question, then I will solve it. Very simple question it is. Anybody solve this question? I want to know. Have you all, anybody tried?
Sir, D.
Option?
Sir.
D.
D.
D, option D. So let us verify it. Okay. Of course, very good. So now see that a car accelerates from rest. From rest means somebody is zero. Can you tell me who is somebody zero? Aswita, speak. I'm asking you continuously. Initial velocity is what? Zero. At constant rate of alpha. Constant rate alpha for some time. So constant rate means what is the acceleration? Acceleration is equals to alpha. Is it okay, everybody? For some time. So let me take the
Yes,
time
sir.
is t1. Now, after which it deaccelerates at a constant rate b, deaccelerates. So acceleration is equals to minus beta. Again, after which it is deaccelerates at b and comes to rest. So comes to rest means what is the final velocity? Everybody. Final velocity is what?
0.
0. Now, if the total time elapsed is t, total time is t, then the maximum velocity acquired by the car is, that is what they are asking. So it's very, very intelligent question. So observe very carefully. So they are saying that body started from rest. So, and again body also finally came to what? After certain time interval. So time t1, it is in maximum velocity. Yes or no, Rudresha? After time interval t, again t2. Okay, we don't know that. After time interval t2, again final velocity is what? Everybody. Final
0.
velocity is what? 0. Clear? So here acceleration is alpha. Here acceleration is decreasing. So it is what? Beta, minus beta. And what is the total time, everybody? Total time is what? T. Clear?
T1 plus
From
T.
here to here. So now tell me, they are not giving from t1 to t2 what is the time interval. So now I will assume as a t2. If I want to get a t2 means I am taking total time is t and this interval is t1. So if I want to get t2 means what is the formula? T2 is equals to what? All of you.
T minus T1.
T minus t1. Yes or no? So that is what you have to remember. So they are asking If the total time elapsed is t, then the maximum velocity acquired by the car. When it will acquire maximum velocity, everybody can tell me. When it will acquire the maximum velocity? At this point. Is it yes or no? Before it is starting decreasing, it will attain the maximum velocity. Is it right or not? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That is what is very important. So when it will attain the maximum velocity is only very important one. So let us solve this question. Now if you observe very carefully, all of you, so this is the most important question. Now all of you, let me take initial case. It is started from rest. So started from rest means initial velocity is what? 0. Acceleration is alpha. Time interval is t1. So we want find final velocity. That is what actually maximum velocity. Is it right or wrong? Yes, please.
Yes,
That
sir.
is what. So now which equation we can apply? We all know V is equals to
U
U.
plus 80.
So final velocity V is equals to, okay, final velocity V is equals to V. It acquires some velocity. We don't know that. We have to find it. So V is equals to initial velocity is what? 0 plus acceleration is alpha, time is t1. So velocity V is equals to what is that, guys?
Alpha
Alpha
T1.
Alpha T1.
equation 1. So this is increasing acceleration. Now decreasing acceleration, they have given that A is equals to what? Beta. And it came to rest. Came to rest means final velocity is what? Everybody. Came to rest means final velocity is what? 0.
0.
Understand everybody? And you tell me, what is
0.
initial velocity for this case? What is the initial velocity for this case? Initial velocity for this case is equals to
Alpha T1.
final velocity of first case. Is it right or wrong, everybody?
Yes,
Initial
sir.
velocity of the second case, actually this is the initial velocity of the first case, final velocity of the first case. Second case, this final velocity of first case is equals to what? Initial velocity of the second case. Is it right or wrong, everybody?
Yes, sir.
All of you. And final velocity is 0. So what is the initial velocity here, everybody? Alpha t1. Okay, understood, Amma? And time interval t is equals to what? We know that total time is equals to t, okay, or t. So t is equals to t1 plus t2. So now t2 is equals to what will come? T
T
minus
minus T1.
t minus t1. T minus t1. So that's all. So again, which equation we can apply? V equals to u plus at. So what is the final velocity? 0. Okay, initial velocity alpha t1. Next, plus a value plus or minus decreasing. Decreasing means positive or negative?
1.
Negative. Clear? Negative into t value is what? T value is how much? T
T
minus.
minus T.
So alpha t1, this one minus beta into t minus t1. So if I apply it alpha t1, what will come? Everybody, alpha t1
Minus beta T.
minus beta t plus beta t1, which is equals to 0. Is it right, everybody? So I'll bring this minus
Sir.
beta 2 to this side. So beta 2 is equals to alpha t1 plus beta t1. So who is common in this? So I will take beta t is equals to t1 is common, alpha plus beta. Is it okay? Till here, any doubt? All of you? Yes, please. So now I will find theta 1. So theta 1 is equal, sorry, t1 is equals to beta t divided by alpha plus beta. Any doubt anybody can ask me. Is it okay? Yes, please. All of you. Respond, Ra. So that's all it is. So now they are
Yes, sir.
asking, what is the question they are asking? So t1 equals to, when it will attain the maximum velocity? Check it graph. When it will attain the maximum velocity? At t1 only. Is it right or wrong? T1 and this is T2. Is it right? Yes, please. So at
Yes, sir.
T1 only it will attain the maximum velocity. So that's all. So what is that velocity? Maximum velocity attained. Beta into T divided by alpha plus beta. Okay. So that is what it is. So now verify the options. So what is the options is matching? You can check it. What is the correct answer, Ra? Yes, please. Alpha, beta.
Sir, here
Yeah, you
alpha beta
can
T1.
substitute alpha T1 value again. Understand? So T1 value means what? So we know that V equals to alpha T1. So we got the T1 value. So verify it. We want to find the final velocity. I forgot that. So now we know the T1 value. So we know what is the final velocity. Final velocity equals to alpha into T1. So alpha into T1 value is how much? Beta T divided by alpha plus beta. So which is equals to what? Alpha beta divided by alpha plus beta into T. Is it right or wrong? All of you?
Yes, sir.
That is what the final velocity. So what is the correct option? What is the correct option? Option
D.
D. Okay. So that is what you have to remember it. Okay. Alpha into beta into T divided by alpha beta. Clear? Everybody?
Yes.
Yes. So let us solve one more sum and later we'll continue. No problem. So this sum have you understand? Ishali, Laksha?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is a very important sum also. See, nothing will be there in the data. We have to take it and we have to solve it. Next. Anybody solved seventh question? I want to know. Seventh question, actually, I forgot to teach you the formula. But
Yes, sir.
yeah. So now I will teach you the formula. Remember all of you. Actually, three equations of motion we'll study. One is what? V equals to U plus AT. Second equation, S equals to UT plus half AT square
Half it is
minus U square is equal to 2AS. So, if you want to find distance travel after nth second, we don't know after some nth second. Are you clear, everybody? So, what is the distance travel by a body after nth second? Then the formula is actually that is the fourth equation of motion. Fourth equation to calculate the distance traveled by a body after nth second. So Sn is equals to formula, all of you remember, Sn is equals to u plus initial velocity plus acceleration by 2 divided into 2n minus 1. So this is the formula to calculate what? Distance traveled by a body after how many seconds, guys? Nth second. So n is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Okay. So that you have to remember the formula. So if you remember the formula, this is very simple question. So they are saying that a small block slides without friction down an inclined plane starting from the rest. So starting from rest means somebody is zero. Starting from rest means who is zero? Ra? All of you.
U.
Initial velocity.
U.
Now they are saying let Sn be the distance traveled from time interval t is equals to n minus 1 to time is equals to t is equals to n. Then Sn divided by Sn plus 1 is how much they are asking. Okay. So let us take the time intervals. What are the time intervals they have given? So let me take a distance covered is Sn. So what is the time interval? N minus 1 to time is equals to what? Everybody? N.
N.
And they're asking Sn divided by Sn plus 1 is equals to how much ratio. So let us solve it. It's very simple question. First, let me find Sn. So Sn is equals to what is the formula just now we have written? U plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. Okay, t is equals to n. So Sn is equals to initial velocity is what? Everybody, Sn means initial velocity what? 0. So a by 2 into 2n minus 1. Any problem? Anybody? Please ask me. Clear? Yes, please. That is for what? Sn. Now they are asking Sn plus 1. Sn plus 1 means what will come? So next one. Sn plus 1 is equals to initial velocity again what? Initial velocity again what? 0 only. So what will come? A by 2 into
A by 2.
n means what will come? N means
2n plus
1.
2n plus
Clear?
minus 1.
If you solve this one, what will come? Everybody solve. A by 2 into, yes please, what will come? 2n, 2n plus 1 or minus 1? Yes please, 2n plus 1 will come. Is it right or wrong? 2 into n, 2n, 2 into 1, 2. So 2 minus 1 plus 1. Is it right, Pradosh? That is what. So this is what? N plus 1. So they are asking ratio. So Sn divided by Sn plus 1. So if we solve it, Sn is a by 2 into 2n minus 1. This one is a by 2 into 2n minus 2n plus 2. Is it right? All of you? Sorry, plus 1. Okay. So a by 2 will get cancelled. So what is the answer? 2n minus
2n minus 1.
by 2n plus 1. Okay. So those who not, you solve. So what is the option matching?
C.
Option C. Okay. Option C. 2n minus 1 divided by 2n plus 1. Any doubt? Anybody can ask. Is it okay, everybody? Yes, please. Yeah. So that is what. So let it be. Now already now almost 10:40 now. So we'll continue here. So till here, have you all understand all the 7 questions? Everybody? Yes, Sai Karthik, Murali. Any doubt? So please try to solve. Monish, understand Monish?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So nothing Monish, from the beginning you start watching, try to finish within 1 or 2 days. Once you finish, definitely you can able to solve each and every question. I'm sure in that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then try to tomorrow the full day, try to watch at least 3 or 4 videos. Then tomorrow 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12 up to at least 20 questions we'll try to solve in our tomorrow's class. Clear? And maximum we'll try to finish it. So now DPP1, what is the questions you left till now? Now you have to try to solve it. Is it okay, Mr. Harish? Mr. Pradosh? Okay,
Yes,
wow.
sir.
So try to solve now. What are the questions you left? Try to solve. So definitely you will able to solve now 100%. Okay. So let it be. With this we'll stop. So till here everybody practice it, all the 7 questions. Anyone having doubt, you can ask me in tomorrow's class. From here we'll continue on tomorrow's class. Okay. Thank you everybody. Good night.
Thank you.